Ever wondered what happens when teenagers hit the jackpot and then, poof, it's gone? Well, get ready for a roller coaster ride through the lives of some famous teens who went from riches to, well, not so riches. Buckle up, because we're diving into the wild world of wealth and its ups and downs. Imagine being a teenager and suddenly swimming in cash like Scrooge McDuck. It sounds like a dream, right? But hold on to your hats, because for some teens, the dream can turn into a bit of a financial nightmare, faster than you can say, money, money, money. Today, we're shining a spotlight on those moments when fame and fortune collided with reality, leaving some of the most talked about teenagers scratching their heads and wondering what happened to all that dough. So, sit tight and get ready to uncover the highs, the lows, and everything in between. This is the story of famous teenage millionaires who have lost it all. Let's kick things off with our first young millionaire. Meet Nicholas D'Aloisio, a British computer whiz and internet entrepreneur born on November 1995. From a young age, Nick showed a knack for coding and innovation that would eventually propel him into the tech spotlight. At just 15 years old, Nick embarked on a journey that would change the face of mobile news consumption forever. A revolutionary app designed to automatically distill lengthy news articles and materials into concise, easy-to-read summaries. A game changer for anyone on the go. D'Aloisio's adventure started with a simple idea. There's so much info out there, but who's got time to read it all? In a world full of stuff to read, shorter is sweeter. That's where Sumly came in. A tiny app with a big idea. It wasn't just about news summaries, it was about young minds shaking things up. Nick worked his socks off, coding and tweaking day in and day out. All that hustle paid off, big time, way beyond what he ever dreamed. The magic happened when investors got wind of Sumly's prototype. Nick was like the captain of a rocket ship, steering a startup that had the big dogs of the tech world taking notice. In a move that shocked the tech world, Yahoo swooped in and acquired Sumly for a staggering $30 million. While the exact figure wasn't officially disclosed, the deal cemented Nick's status as a tech prodigy and made him one of the youngest entrepreneurs to strike gold in Silicon Valley. He went from calling the shots at Sumly to diving into the complex world of Yahoo, a tech giant with its own plans for his brainchild. Sumly became part of Yahoo's bigger picture, blending into larger tech landscapes. This shift raised big questions about how quickly innovation can fade. Despite the initial success, Sumly struggled to keep up its buzz, and Nick found himself surfing a wave of declining app usage. Eventually, he parted ways with Yahoo, and that big chunk of change? It started feeling more like loose change. But Nick's story isn't just about hitting the jackpot early and facing hurdles afterward. It's about bouncing back, soaking up lessons, and keeping that fire for innovation burning bright. Even as he weathered the ups and downs, Nick kept moving forward. He didn't just sit around. He headed off to Oxford for more learning adventures and kept exploring the tech world with fresh ideas. But hey, Nick's story teaches us that in the fast-paced world of tech, fortunes can shift quicker than a Snapchat filter. And as Nick keeps charging ahead, chasing new dreams and adventures, his story stands tall, reminding us how powerful young ideas can be and how important it is to roll with the punches and keep evolving in the ever-changing landscape of innovation. So, hang tight as we unravel more tales of teens and their roller coaster rides through the world of wealth. Now, let's shine a spotlight on Farrah Gray, a remarkable young entrepreneur who made headlines for his extraordinary success at a tender age. By the time he was just 14 years old, he had already become a millionaire through a series of savvy business ventures and investments. Farrah's journey to wealth and fame began in the streets of Chicago, where he grew up in humble beginnings. Long before Farrah Gray hit his teenage years, his entrepreneurial flair was already on full display. Picture this. At the tender age of 6, Gray was out there hustling, selling homemade body lotion and hand-painted rocks as bookends right from his neighborhood's doorstep. But it wasn't just about the early hustle, it was the big dreams driving it all. Gray had this knack for spotting opportunities in every challenge, a quality that would shape his path forward. Before long, he was onto something big, far out foods, His first major business venture thrusted into the limelight as a teen millionaire. Farrah Gray didn't just face fame, he encountered a whole new set of hurdles. But here's where his story takes a different turn. Unlike many tales of quick rise and fall, Gray's journey wasn't a shooting star destined to fizzle out. It was more like the start of a steady climb toward even greater heights. Sure, being in the spotlight brought its own pressures. The weight of being a role model, the relentless expectation to keep winning, and the tough job of expanding his ventures while keeping the momentum alive. But through it all, Gray didn't back down. What sets Farrah apart isn't just his wealth, it's his unwavering belief in the power of entrepreneurship and self-reliance. He's not just a millionaire, he's a mentor, inspiring countless others to pursue their dreams and overcome obstacles. Through the Farrah Gray Foundation, he rolled up his sleeves and got involved in philanthropy, particularly in inner-city and disadvantaged communities. His focus? Education, entrepreneurship, and empowering folks to take charge of their own lives. Farrah Gray's tale is like a high five to the human spirit and a reminder that we're all capable of amazing things as he keeps spreading inspiration and handing out empowerment like free candy. His legacy becomes this awesome glow-in-the-dark signpost pointing to hope and endless possibilities in a world that's all about challenges. Let's shift gears and talk about Alexandra Andresen, another young tycoon who found herself in the spotlight for her family's immense wealth. Born into the Andresen family, which owns Ford AS, a Norwegian investment company, Alexandra became the world's youngest billionaire at the tender age of 19. At this age, Alexandra skyrocketed to the title of the world's youngest billionaire in 2016, thanks to her hefty share, 42% to be exact, her family's investment empire. Her narrative paints a unique picture of wealth, not just about earning it, but about the intricate dance of stewardship, legacy, and the search for one's own place in the world. Alexandra's tale might seem like a fairy tale at first glance, inheriting a fortune without the sweat and struggles of many entrepreneurs. But inheriting wealth comes with its own set of challenges. It opens doors and creates chances, but it also comes with heavy expectations and judgment. Alexandra's challenge wasn't about building a fortune from scratch. It was about finding her way through the maze of complexities that came with it. But here's the thing about Alexandra. She's not just defined by her bank account. Even as her wealth fluctuated, she remained grounded and focused on her personal growth and passions. She continued to pursue her education and explore her interests, showing us that true wealth isn't just about money, it's about the richness of experience and the depth of character. Think about being put into the limelight as the world's youngest billionaire. It's surely a lot of pressure, right? Alexandra found herself under a microscope, with everyone watching her every move. It wasn't just about having loads of cash. It was about what she'd do with it and the impact she could make. Alongside her sister Katerina, who also shares the family inheritance, Alexandra dove into philanthropy and environmental activism. They focused on stuff like sustainable investing and ethical practices, showing that being genuinely rich is about giving back and making a positive difference in the world. The stories of Nick DeLuizio, Farrah Gray, and Alexandra Andresen might seem like they're from different planets, but they're actually all about chasing dreams, taking on responsibility, and figuring out where you fit in the crazy world of success. Their journeys teach us a ton about what it means to handle wealth, whether you built it yourself or it fell into your lap. But instead of crashing and burning, they're showing us how to navigate our own skies, armed with smarts, foresight, and a big old compass pointed towards making a real impact in the world. After diving deep into the captivating journeys of our three young billionaires, it's time to channel that inspiration into action. Take a moment and think about the stories you've just heard. What lessons can you draw from their experiences? Hit that subscribe button below to stay tuned for more fascinating stories and insights. And hey, don't forget to drop a comment down. Mala there. I want to hear your thoughts, your favorite parts, and maybe even your own stories of resilience and ambition. Let's make this a space for sharing, learning, and growing together. Oh, and while you're at it, give that like button a little tap. It helps more adventurers like you discover these incredible tales and join our amazing community. So, what are you waiting for? Hit subscribe, drop a comment, and smash that like button. Let's keep the adventure going.